In the heart of the West Philippine Sea, a lone gray silhouette once cut through the waves, proud, steadfast, and unyielding. It was the BRP Gregorio del Pilar, PS-15, one of the most iconic warships of the Philippine Navy, named after a national hero who stood his ground to the last bullet. But this isn't just a story of steel and engines. It's a story of courage, sacrifice, and service to the nation. Commissioned in 2011, BRP Gregorio del Pilar was once the USS Hamilton, West 715, of the United States Coast Guard, a Hamilton-class high-endurance cutter that had served across oceans before, being turned over to the Philippines under the Excess Defense Articles program. With this transfer, the Philippines gained not only a ship, but also a symbol of modernization and renewed naval pride. At 378 feet long, she was among the largest and most capable ships ever operated by the Philippine Navy at the time. Powered by twin diesel engines and a gas turbine, she could reach speeds up to 29 knots, carrying advanced radar, sensors, and weaponry fit for long-range patrol and maritime security missions. But beyond her specifications lay her real strength. The men and women who sailed her, guided by the same bravery that defined her namesake, General Gregorio del Pilar, the boy general of Tirad Pass. From the moment she arrived at Manila's South Harbor, the ship became a national symbol. She joined critical patrols across the country's vast maritime borders, protecting fishermen, escorting humanitarian missions, and standing guard over the nation's exclusive economic zone. Her first major assignment, however, would test her spirit and her crew's resolve: the Scarborough Shoal standoff of 2012. During those tense weeks, BRP Gregorio del Pilar stood firm against foreign vessels in disputed waters. Though the mission was politically complex, the ship's presence alone spoke volumes, a message that the Philippines would defend its sovereignty with dignity and determination. For the sailors aboard, it was a moment of pride and pressure. Many were young, yet they held their post, knowing the eyes of the entire nation and the world were upon them. In the years that followed, PS-15 became the flagship of the Philippine Navy, leading exercises, conducting joint operations, and representing the Philippines in international waters. But fate had one more chapter to write. On August 29, 2018, during a routine patrol near Hasa-Hasa Shoal, tragedy struck. The ship ran aground on a coral reef, immobilizing the once proud vessel. For hours, the crew worked tirelessly to save her, sealing compartments, assessing damage, and preventing an environmental disaster. No lives were lost, but the incident left deep scars on the ship and on those who served her. Salvage teams from both the Philippine and U.S. navies later succeeded in refloating her. The damage was extensive: bent propellers, hull cracks, and systems beyond repair. Many feared it was the end of PS-15's journey. But heroes don't fade easily. Plans were made to restore her, to return her to the seas once again, because the spirit she carried, the name she bore, and the history she symbolized were too important to be forgotten. Even in dry dock, BRP Gregorio del Pilar continues to inspire. She represents the Philippines' determination to modernize its navy, to safeguard its maritime territory, and to honor the legacy of those who fought for freedom. Just like the young general who led his men against impossible odds at Tirad Pass, this ship reminds every Filipino sailor that bravery isn't about victory. It's about standing firm for what's right, even when the waves grow rough. Today, as the Philippine Navy continues to grow with newer ships, missiles, and systems, the story of BRP Gregorio del Pilar remains a foundation, a reminder that progress comes with sacrifice, that pride comes with duty, and that even a ship scarred by the sea can still carry the nation's spirit. So, the next time you see a gray vessel on the horizon flying the Philippine flag, remember her, the guardian of the West Philippine Sea, the steel symbol of Filipino valor. The BRP Gregorio del Pilar PS-15, the ship that carried a hero's name and a nation's hope across the endless ocean. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of courage, history, and the untold tales of the sea.